This is crazy, but I just found a 1-card full combo to summon out Dragon Master Magia plus HIERATIC Seal. No discard, straight up one single card. And today we're going to leak the goo and show you guys exactly how this is possible. Dragon Master Magia is actually now playable. Now, besides the fact that you have to obviously refinance your home to afford a Dragon Master Magia, it hasn't really been playable because of the fact that it's very gimmicky and has a lot of requirements to summon out. It can only be summoned by using Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon plus a Black Luster or any Chaos Ritual monster, which is obviously really difficult to summon. But once you get this guy out, he can negate a monster effect, a spell card, and a trap card all in one single turn. Plus, when he leaves the field by your opponent's card, you can summon out any Blue Eyes monster from your graveyard or your extra deck, so you can just float directly into Spirit Dragon. So this is a 1-card combo. Again, with just Sage with Eyes of Blue, no discard, we can actually get Dragon Master Magia plus HIERATIC Seal. How it's going to work is we're going to normal summon the Sage, add a copy of the Maiden of White, and then send that from our hand to the graveyard to set up the True Light. Same kind of a standard shenanigans that you've seen in the Blue Eyes deck so far. We're going to link this off into our Link 1 monster Spirit with Eyes of Blue, who allows us to, upon the summon, search for a copy of Mausoleum of White. So we're going to activate the Mausoleum of White. Mausoleum's effect can target a monster we control and then send a copy of Blue Eyes White Dragon directly from the deck to the graveyard to increase the attack of Spirit. But most importantly, we just wanted to get the Blue Eyes into the graveyard so we can now tribute the Spirit, bring back that Blue Eyes White Dragon, and trigger the effect of Maiden of White in our graveyard to special summon itself whenever we special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now with a level 8 plus a 1, we go off into Spirit Dragon, so we're protected from the effect of Ghost Ogre. If we use True Light here, and the Ghost Ogre us, True Light's effect is mandatory to destroy all monsters on our field. We can negate that with Spirit Dragon, so we get to keep the Spirit Dragon. Kind of cool. Spirit Dragon can negate effects in your opponent's graveyard or our own, including True Light. Now we're going to activate the effect of True Light and set a copy of Prayers. And you might be wondering, well, where's the card that we discard for the Wishes? Because normally these combos are 1.5 cards. You need something to send for the Wishes with the Eyes of Blue. Well, in this case, we're going to actually tag out the Spirit Dragon on our turn to bring out Ancient Fairy Dragon. This card lets us destroy a field spell on the field to add a copy of another field spell and then gain 1,000 life points. So let's go ahead and add a copy of Gateway of Chaos. Yes, this combo does require some bricks. We need 2 bricks that are very minimal, but Gateway to Chaos is one of those bricks. This card allows us to, upon activation, add a copy of a Blackluster Soldier ritual monster from our deck to our hand. So we're going to add the second brick, which is Blackluster Soldier Legendary Swordsman. Now, for context, there are actually 3 copies of Blackluster Soldier ritual monsters in the game. There's a regular vanilla Blackluster Soldier. There's also the Blackluster Soldier Super Soldier, who allows you to inflict damage to your opponent's life points when he destroys a monster by battle. And then the last one is Blackluster Soldier Legendary Swordsman. This card says when this card that's ritual summoned using a normal monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can shuffle all cards your opponent controls into the deck. And yes, we can actually ritual summon out this card in the worst case scenario with the trap card in the Blue Eyes engine. Majesty with Dragons of White can actually banish itself from the graveyard to ritual summon any ritual monster from your hand by tributing Blue Eyes White Dragon. So we can actually tribute Blue Eyes White Dragon to summon out Blackluster Soldier Legendary Swordsman, and then this card can actually have a very powerful effect if we are able to destroy any monster by battle. So that could come up. Now, carrying on with the combo, so now we have a card to discard with the Wishes, so we're going to discard our copy of Blackluster Soldier Legendary Swordsman, and we're going to search Master of Blue and Ultimate Fusion. Now, you might be saying, oh, Master is another brick. Well, you don't have to play Master, okay? You can actually search for another copy of Sage, and then use the effect of Sage in our hand to discard itself, send one of our monsters to the graveyard, and summon out Blue Eyes White Dragon. That end board would just end off with a Tyrant Dragon plus a Magia instead of the Seals plus Magia, but if you want the Seals specifically with the Magia, then we have to play Master. So it's up to you whether or not you want that end board. If you think Magia is enough, then you don't have to play the Master. But Master is especially good here because it does have a graveyard effect that we're going to utilize in 1 second. But we're first going to activate the effect of the Ancient Fairy Dragon. This has another effect to special summon a level 4 lower monster from our hand. Remember, we can no longer get the additional normal summon that Mausoleum of White would have granted us because we had to send that away with Ancient Fairy Dragon. So we're instead going to substitute the effect of Fairy Dragon to summon out the Master. And then from here, we're going to link off the Master into a second copy of Spirit because, again, Master's effect on the graveyard. It says you can shuffle this card from your graveyard into the deck, then target one effect monster you control. So either the Spirit or the Ancient Fairy Dragon is going to be our target. Doesn't matter which. And if you do, you special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon monster from your graveyard and send that effect monster you targeted to the graveyard. So we're going to target the Spirit, send it away, bring back the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now, the reason why we have to get Blue Eyes White Dragon back is because if you look at our graveyard, we have basically the Blackluster Soldier for Ultimate Fusion, but we're missing the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. How are we going to get that in grave? Well, we have to get the Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field so we can activate the effect of Wishes in our graveyard, banish itself so we can target a Blue Eyes White Dragon we control to equip a Blue Eyes monster from our extra deck to it as an equipped spell card. So we'll equip the regular Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, then we'll go ahead and special summon out the Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, which puts the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in the graveyard. And now you guys can see we have 2 dragon bodies on the board. We can link off into Hieratic Seal and then activate Ultimate Fusion, shuffle back the Blackluster Soldier and the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and go directly into Dragon Master Magia. Oh, this is off of 1 card. We get a Magia that has 3 negates plus the Hieratic Seal, and we still have 4 other cards in our hand, which is pretty insane if you think about it. Also, guys, if you enjoyed this video, definitely check out my Patreon. Link in the description below. I'm gonna have a lot more tips for Blue Eyes White Dragon coming up on the Patreon. Okay, so to show you guys what I mean when I say you don't have to play Master, if we rewind to the moment where we activate Wishes by discarding the Blackluster Soldier, we can add Sage instead, along with a copy of the Ultimate Fusion. Then we're going to go ahead and use the effect of Sage's effect in the hand. You can discard this card, target an effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. In this case, the regular Blue Eyes White Dragon will suffice because we're going to activate the Wishes in the graveyard, equip a copy of the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Same kind of deal here, only we're short 1 dragon body to make the Hieratic Seal. So in this case specifically, we just go into Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, then we Ultimate Fusion, and then summon out the Magia. Now, it's up to you whether or not you want to play Master. If you think about it, again, this is off 1 single card, so if there are other extenders in our hand, maybe we can easily get another dragon body on the board to pair with the Tyrant Dragon and go off into the Hieratic Seal. That way, you don't even have to play Master. The real bricks in this case would just be the Gateway to Chaos plus the Blackluster Soldier that we already shuffled back. So that's a standard 1-card combo that I discovered. Now, there are other ways to adapt this combo. There's some other things you can think about, like Dragon Ravine, which can also be searched off of Ancient Fairy Dragon. Now, obviously, in this case, Dragon Ravine could discard another card out of your hand to send another dragon monster from the deck to the graveyard. So we have access to Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon or Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, both of who can also be used as a secondary material for Magia. That way, you have the Ultimate Fusion, you can shuffle back that card plus the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So that's another thing to think about because Dragon Ravine is obviously less of a brick than Gateway of Chaos. Another card that you can consider is Herald of the Arc Light. Now, I'm not sure if there's a 1-card combo to make Herald of the Arc Light, but obviously when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can search your deck for any ritual monster which would fulfill the other requirement for Magia. So really all you would need is any level 3 non-tuner body to pair with your level 1 light tuner because those are easy for us to summon to the table. Then you just make Herald of the Arc Light and go off and search for a ritual monster, or maybe even keep it up on your end board, set the Ultimate Fusion, then later when you negate something with Herald, you can search and activate Ultimate Fusion during your opponent's turn, which would allow you to summon out Magia after getting the free negate out of Herald of the Arc Light. Okay, so that was a 1-card Dragon Master Magia, but we can go even better with a 1.5 card. As long as we have another card to discard for Wishes, the combo gets even stronger, and I'll show you how that works. So Sage, we're going to go for Maiden, same kind of combo here, set up the True Light, add and send the graveyard, summon out the Spirit with Sage, set up the Mausoleum of White, use the effect to target the Spirit and then dump the Blue Eyes. Now we're going to bring it back by tributing the Link monster. Then we're going to trigger Maiden. Now we go off into our Spirit Dragon. So now it differs a little bit. We're going to activate True Light to set the Wishes, but instead of going to Ancient Fairy Dragon to pop, we're actually going to go ahead and proactively activate Wishes, discard that other card in our hand, and what you'll see is we'll add Master and Ultimate Fusion. Again, you don't have to add Master, but if you want this particular inboard that I'm going to show you guys, you will have to have Master to set up the extra bodies. But how this differs is that we actually still have Mausoleum of White on the table before popping it with Ancient Fairy Dragon. In the previous combo, we did that so we could search for Gateway to Chaos and have the Blackluster Soldier to discard off of the Wishes. But in this case, we discard another card out of our hand. It means that we get the additional normal summon because we still have the Mausoleum on the field. So we can normal summon a Master, and then we're going to target the Maiden of White in our graveyard to add back to our hand. Now we're going to go off in Ancient Fairy Dragon. So we get that free normal summon in addition to our regular normal summon. We can use Ancient Fairy Dragon to pop the Mausoleum, set up Gateway of Chaos, add a copy of the Blackluster Soldier. Now we can activate the effect of Fairy Dragon to summon out the Maiden of White. In the previous combo, we had to use that on Master with Eyes of Blue, but in this combo, we had the additional normal summon, so we have Maiden of White on the field. And if you guys remember, Maiden of White has a really powerful effect on the field where when it's targeted for a card effect, you can chain the quick effect to resurrect a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a level 1 tuner light from your graveyard. So here we're going to link off the Master to go off into the Spirit. Now, alternatively, instead of going for this Seals play that we're going to use the 2 monsters to make, you could have also used Ancient Fairy Dragon plus the Master to make like a level 8 synchro, maybe something like Cyframe Gear Omega to rip a card out of the opponent's hand instead of going Seals. But obviously Seals is just a lot more cohesive and it's selective disruption, so I'd say it's better, especially in this format. Now from here, we're going to activate the effect of Master in the graveyard. We shuffle it back as a cost to target a monster we control, an effect monster, and send it to the graveyard. And if we do, we can resurrect a Blue Eyes monster from our graveyard. But since we're targeting Maiden, we can chain the quick effect of Maiden to bring back either Blue Eyes White Dragon or level 1 tuner. So we'll bring back the Sage, and then from here we resolve the effect of Master. So let's just go for Blue Eyes White Dragon because we have to banish the wishes to target him to equip the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, second piece for our Magia combo here. And now from here, we don't even have to go into Tyrant Dragon. No point wasting it. We can just go directly off into the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, and then we can activate Ultimate Fusion by shuffling back the Ultimate Dragon plus the Blackluster Soldier in our hand. So this is a disgusting 1.5 card combo. Now we get an additional Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon thanks to the additional normal summon that we had off of the Mausoleum of White. So this gives us Seal, Magia, plus Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, plus the True Light setup. We have 3 more cards in our hand still, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. Honestly, this combo is just disgusting. If you can get this far, you're definitely not losing. So I don't know. I just thought it was really cool that Dragon Master Magia might actually be playable. A $1,000 card that I can't really afford, but maybe you guys can. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the combo, and if you guys have any ideas, definitely let us know.